song, Taking Care of Business. Woo! Yeah, it's great. I want to introduce some people that are up on the stage with me. First, I'll start with my parents, Bill and Lou Estes. Thank you. Talk with my wife, Susan, who I couldn't have done all the campaigning without her support and the hard work that we put into that. And also our three kids, Brent, Laura, and Grace, who they've actually spent a lot of time on the campaign trail, whether it's at forums, whether it's at parades, some of the 100-degree parades this summer that they sweated their way through as we were spreading candy and meeting folks across the state. And that just worked out great. I do want to mention a couple of things. One, I had a great call earlier this evening from Dennis McKinney. I mean, it's kind of nice that the voters have a choice, because a lot of times in elections you don't necessarily have a good positive choice to choose from. And in this race we kind of considered that both of us wanted to run clean campaigns and wanted to make sure that we had a positive message that we sent out to the voters of Kansas. So I want to thank Dennis for that. I also want to thank him for his years of service to the state and making sure that he's kind of fulfilled that service and public servant aspect. So thank you, Dennis. I want to talk a little bit about how things have gone. When I've been in Sedgwick County for the last 5 years, that we focused on how do we improve efficiencies, how do we make things more effective and make things work better in government. I couldn't have done it alone. There are a lot of folks that were either in my office working with me, helping me, a lot of folks in the political arena, and a lot of folks just from the citizen standpoint that focused on how do we make things better, how do we improve, and bringing back information about how to make things better. That's the same kind of concept I want to use as we move forward to the state level. The State Treasurer's Office is an administrative role, a lot like the Sedgwick County Treasurer's Office. And we want to focus on making it more efficient. I want to talk a little bit about some of the things you do in the State Treasurer's Office. First of all, I want to talk a lot about financial literacy. I want to talk with high school students and young adults about how to balance their own checkbook, how to make sure that their financial budget and make sure that their financial life is sound. Right, which I had the fortune when I was in high school to be able to get some of that education and knowledge about how do you balance a checkbook. What's it mean that if somebody comes and tells you that they can give you a cheaper car loan, but it ends up taking longer to do. I want to talk a little bit about Learning Quest. The State Treasurer's the overseer administrator of the Learning Quest program, which is a great program to save for college education. Also want to talk about the CAPERS, the Public Employee Retirement System. We need to make sure that our CAPER system is a sound system. Earlier this year, the Pew study came out that rated Kansas as the second worst program in terms of having enough funding. I want to make sure that by the time I leave office that it's a shining star and that Kansas is an example that other states follow. Before I leave, I want to thank a few other folks, and I'm not necessarily going to name a lot of folks by name because I will leave them out. But I have some of my other family members that are here, and a lot of friends, a lot of fellow folks that have helped me do things. Derek Kreifels has been my campaign manager and helped me get through. Thank you. And helped me get through the election. A couple other folks that particularly were very helpful in the race is Josh Bell, and thank you, Josh. And Jerry Moore was another individual that helped a lot with the work that we did. And I couldn't have done it without support of the other county treasurers across the state who helped me in their own respective counties help get the message out that we want to make things better and improve state government. Just in wrapping up, I just want to say in general, thank you to the voters of Kansas as we focused on how do we move forward and how do we make state government more efficient and effective. Thank you.